What if I told you that the Marvel Cinematic Universe, everything we've seen from Iron, man's very first flight to the multiversal, chaos of Loki and Doctor Strange, was always heading toward one single impossible story? What if all the heroes we've lost, all the villains we've feared, and all the universes colliding weren't random at all, but the setup for the ultimate showdown? Or so big it doesn't just end the MCU, as we know it, but rewrites it forever? Here's the question that keeps fans awake at night. In the upcoming Avengers Secret Wars, who survives when every universe fights for its life? And who becomes the god of them all? This isn't just a movie. This is the endgame of endgames. A story that could bring back Iron Man and Captain America, unite Wolverine with Spider-Man, put Deadpool face to face with Kang, and maybe, just maybe, make Doctor Doom the most terrifying villain ever seen on screen. But how does Marvel even pull this off? And what clues have they already hidden across years of films and series? That's the theory we're about to explore. So buckle up, because this isn't just speculation. This is a journey through the multiverse, broken down into the rise, the war, and the aftermath. And today, we start with the beginning. The setup no one saw coming. Act 1 begins not with Kang, not even with the multiverse tearing apart, but with something far older. A thread that Marvel has quietly been weaving into its universe since Phase 4. To understand Secret Wars, you have to go back to the one word that changes everything: incursions. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness gave us a glimpse. Worlds colliding. Universes overlapping until one must be destroyed for the other to survive. It was just a warning. But in Marvel storytelling, warnings are never small. Incursions are the cracks in the dam, and Secret Wars is the flood. But here's the twist. It's not Kang who first weaponizes these incursions. It's Doom. Now, the obvious theory is that Kang the Conqueror, through his variants, pushes the multiverse into collapse, leading to Avengers and allies fighting to stop him. And yes, Kang is central, but think about this. Marvel has always hidden its real villain until the final act. Thanos barely appeared until Infinity War. Ultron was teased in passing before exploding onto the screen. So what if Kang is the distraction, the smoke, the villain who sets the board, only for Doctor Doom to step in and seize control? And if you're asking, where is Doom right now? The answer might shock you. He's already been set up. Not in a post-credits scene, not in a throwaway Easter egg, but in the very fabric of the multiverse. Loki's TVA, Doom's perfect weapon. The Fantastic Four's arrival, Doom's perfect stage. And incursions, his perfect opportunity. Let's step back. Secret Wars in the comics was born from two major versions. The original 1984 story, where Beyonders created a Battleworld to watch heroes and villains fight. And the 2015 Jonathan Hickman run, where incursions collapse the multiverse until only fragments remain, stitched together into Doom's godlike kingdom. Marvel Studios doesn't adapt comics word for word. They remix them. And all signs point to a fusion of these two. A multiverse collapsing into one patchwork planet, ruled not by Kang but by Doom. So how do we get there? Act 1 is all about escalation. Picture this. The Multiverse Saga isn't really about heroes anymore. It's about scientists. Think about who Phase 4 introduced. Shuri perfecting vibranium technology. Reed Richards as the smartest man alive. Hank Pym with quantum theory. Bruce Banner pushing gamma research, and of course, Strange dabbling with forbidden spells. Marvel isn't showing us warriors, it's showing us thinkers. And thinkers in Marvel stories eventually play God. Now, here's where the dominoes fall. Kang creates instability. Every time the Avengers stop a variant, another splinters reality further. Loki Season 2 already proved the TVA cannot contain infinite branches. Sooner or later, branches collide. That's our first incursion. Two Earths, two universes, same space. Imagine the Avengers staring at the sky as another planet looms closer and closer until the world itself shatters. This is no alien invasion, no Ultron army. Its existence collapsing. And here's the cruel choice. Marvel will put before its heroes, destroy another Earth to save your own, or let yours burn. But the Avengers don't destroy. They refuse. They hesitate. And that hesitation costs them. That's the moment Doom steps forward. Think about Doom's psychology. He isn't like Kang, a conqueror of timelines. Doom is about control. If Kang is chaos, Doom is order. Where Kang believes in ruling by sheer force, Doom believes he is the only one intelligent enough to decide who lives and who dies. And when incursions break the multiverse, Doom finds the opportunity to prove it. Using forbidden science, ancient magic, and sheer ego, Doom builds what Kang never could, a way to remake reality itself. And that's the secret seed Marvel is planting. Secret Wars won't just be another Avengers versus a big bad story. Will be Avengers versus choice, versus sacrifice versus inevitability. Because the truth is, some universes must die for others to live, and the man who decides which survives. That's Doom. But wait, where does Kang fit into this? That's the beauty of it. Kang is the problem. Doom is the solution. The Avengers spend their time, their battles, their sacrifices, trying to defeat Kang variants across realities. But Kang is endless. Every victory spawns another war. And while our heroes are distracted, Doom quietly gathers power. In the comics, Doom steals the Beyonder's godlike energy to forge Battleworld. In the MCU, it could be something even darker. Doom harnessing the TVA itself, bending reality's very traffic controller to his will. Imagine that reveal. After years of Kang teases, endless battles, even perhaps a Kang Dynasty movie ending in tragedy. Suddenly, we realize Kang was never the final boss. He was the noise, and Doom, silent, calculating, steps out of the shadows not as a warlord but as a god. And if you think Marvel wouldn't dare bring Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, T'Challa, or Natasha back into this, think again. Secret Wars is the one excuse Marvel has to bring every actor, every character, every version back to the screen without breaking continuity. Variants, resurrected worlds, patchwork universes. All roads lead to cameos that shake theaters. Imagine Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man fighting alongside Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Robert Downey Jr. facing off against Michael Fassbender's Magneto, or Chris Evans' Cap standing shoulder to shoulder with Deadpool. The possibilities are endless because in Battleworld, nothing is impossible. But here's the heartbreaking truth. Not everyone makes it out. Secret Wars isn't about happy endings, it's about endings. Marvel has always followed a pattern. Heroes rise, fall, and are replaced. And Secret Wars isn't just the end of Phase 6. It's the end of the MCU as we know it. The question isn't who fights. The question is who survives to rebuild. And if Doom has his way, the answer might be no one but him. That's Act 1, the slow burn, the setup. We've planted incursions. Kang is the looming storm, the Avengers scrambling, and Doom waiting in the wings. The board is set, the players are moving, and reality itself is collapsing. But the war hasn't even begun yet.